more with illumination. We're going to talk about the lighting control panel. What we have is a Hubble Building Automation CX series panel. What we're doing with this panel is controlling all the lighting in the building. Basically, we're taking the hot feeds from the lighting panel, running it through the relays. There's a low voltage side of the panel and a line voltage side of the panel. We're going to take that hot leg through a relay back out to the load. We've also got a whole mess of switches all over all the floors. They're wired with low voltage wiring back to this panel. Through the keypad, we can program the switches and decide what loads they're going to control. The system is fully matrixable, so I can have any switch control any relay, any load, or any group of loads. So it's all done through the keypad. There is a software app if you wanted to do it on your laptop. It's available on the Hubble Building Automation website. It's free. You can download it. It will mirror exactly what's done on this tablet. If you knew the schedule of all your loads and switches, not that it's not difficult to do here. We programmed this whole job from this panel. We didn't use a laptop, but you could if you wanted to. Either way. And there's a slot in the side here for an SD card. So when you're done programming, you would simply just download that program to the SD card from that program. You insert it in here, tell it to download it, and that's the program that would be on the machine from there. But you certainly don't have to do that. Everything about the system is fully accessible right here. I can go into it. I can check all the settings. I can, for instance, this building is set up with some groups. We've assigned groups for the lobby areas. We've assigned groups for the hall areas. And when I go into, for instance, the halls, there's 14 relays that are in the hall scenario. And if I go back, I look at the lobbies, there's 4 relays that are in the lobby group. I can look at different schedules. And again, for this scenario, we've got a different schedule for the lobby than we do for the hallways. And what that is on-off times, automatic on-off times. We can decide when we look at the inputs, there are the switches, and you can see we've labeled each of the switches through here. Each one has its own name. You can see, number 3 lobby, number 3 east, number, by what floor. So we try to give it a label so you know exactly what switch it is. And we also have done default on-off times so that a certain part of the day, if the lights are on, the switch is in an inactive mode. So when we want the lights on during the day, even if I go over to the switch and push the button, nothing will happen because we kind of disabled it during that time. Now in the nighttime, to the best of my recollection, I think we have made the switches when you do push them, the lights will be on for maybe 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think there's a 15-minute manual override.
We put it on a 15-minute override. So when in the times that the switches are active, say at 1 o'clock in the morning, somebody comes in, they push a button, the switch is active, it'll work, but it will time out after 15 minutes, and then the lights go back. Yeah. So it almost acts as like a little mini occupancy sensor when after a certain amount of time that can be changed. Any of those settings can be changed here from this keypad. We're always available to help with that. We've always got tech, at least once a week, we'll be happy to come over if you said, hey, can you change this? It's something that, worst case, you could always, it's really written on about a 3rd grade level, nothing against contractors, but they've really done this down. A lot of contractors really just program these themselves, they can. But you said, hey, you called us up and said, we just want to change that time to maybe 10 minutes. Standing here, we could walk you through it. We could even call the factory. There's a tech always there. We could walk through it and do it. So we'd be happy to help. You don't need us to do it. We have saved in here. This is a nice little feature. There are some system tools, and you can save and restore programs. So we would go into there. I look in here to restore a backup program, and it's got 2 that are already filled. Let's pretend somehow somebody got past the lock on this door, partially, and they came in here, and we did, because right now we could put a passcode on here, so if you didn't know the secret number, you couldn't mess with anything. Right now, nobody's ever told us to do that, but you can even do it yourself. It's pretty obvious.
Well, let's go ahead and do it.
Okay, well, let's go backwards a step. So let's pretend somebody got in here and screwed up the whole program, right? 2 backup settings, because it did take us a little bit of time to go through and program the whole building. So every time we came and we did a change to something, and we could even do it right now, let's say that we're going to save the program, okay? If I say, I look at the 2 times where we did save the program, obviously we probably initially programmed it, and then we came back and we made a change to something, so we saved that one. So everything seems to be running pretty good right now, so we're going to go here and we're going to say, in slot number 3, I'm going to save it. So I just saved everything as it is today. So if the program got messed up somehow, you go back here and I can restore today's date. You can also, if you said, hey, I want to have one extra layer of security, and we can actually, back up here, I can export the program. So if I had my SD card in here, I just plug it in, tell it to export it, it'll save it onto that card, and you could store it somewhere in like a manager's office or something. So there are multiple levels to keep the program from somebody who was tinkering with it. Or let's pretend that you said, well, we want to go, we want to make some changes, and you made some changes but you didn't like them, and it wasn't exactly what you thought it was. You know, let's just go backwards a step. You can certainly, very quickly restore your settings that you had before. And I always encourage people to make a copy on the SD card. When I come in and I do changes, I make a copy and I have it offsite. So, and I keep those when we do startups. So even worst case scenario, we have to, and we just bring the SD card and plug it and you're ready. So very easy to use. You don't have to have a $300 base tech come in to fix your program.
Alex, what if if the power is out here for 2 days?
Okay.
What happens to this data?
It's got a backup battery, but the battery is only good for 10 years.
So the power good for 11 years, it's good.
If you're 11 years, you'll need to get a copy of that SD card from me, and you'll be right back to that.
Let's go ahead and put a password on that.
Okay.
And show me how to do it so I can do it all.
All right.